Imagine this. The world around you is on fire. Chaos in the news, pressure at work, emotions swirling inside like a storm you can't control. Yet there you stand, calm, grounded, unshakable. Your heart steady, your thoughts clear, your actions deliberate. Nothing and no one has the power to shake your peace. That state of power isn't fantasy, it's real, and you can learn to build it. But here's the truth most people never face. It's not the world that breaks you, it's your reaction to it. Every argument, every disappointment, every injustice, none of them control your life. You do. The battlefield is not out there, it's inside your mind. If you can master that, you master everything. That's the difference between chaos and calm, between exhaustion and power. You cannot control the world, but you can always control your response. Every day, life will test you. Someone will insult you. Something won't go as planned. You'll feel the spark of anger or the sting of rejection rise like fire. Most people let that fire consume them. Words are said, energy wasted, peace destroyed. But the strong, the truly strong pause. When you pause before reacting, you take back control from the world. You stop letting every inconvenience dictate your mood. You stop being a puppet pulled by strings of emotion. Instead, you become the one holding the strings, directing your energy, your focus, your choices. And that single habit, that one pause, can reshape your entire life. The next time you feel frustration boiling inside you, stop and ask, is this reaction building me or breaking me? Because every reaction is a vote for the person you are becoming. Train your mind to answer with strength. Choose calm. Choose clarity. That's how emotional mastery begins, one deliberate response at a time. But there's another secret that most people ignore. The pursuit of constant comfort is destroying their resilience. You see, comfort feels safe, but it also keeps you soft. Growth never happens in the warmth of ease. It happens in the cold, uncomfortable moments that test you. You grow when you wake up early, even when you don't want to. You grow when you face rejection and rise again. You grow when you push past the voice that says, I can't. Every challenge is a weight for your mind. And just like muscles, your strength only grows under resistance. Stop running from discomfort. Start walking toward it. Because every uncomfortable moment you face, willingly, is a seed of power planted in your soul. Think about it. The people who inspire you, the ones who radiate unbreakable calm, they didn't get there by hiding from discomfort. They got there by confronting it, by using pain as a tool, not an enemy. So from this moment on, make discomfort your ally. Take a cold shower. Do the task you've been avoiding. Have the conversation that scares you. Each act of courage trains your spirit for the storms ahead. Stay with me, because in a few minutes, you'll learn how to focus your mind only on what you can control. And that lesson alone can erase years of stress and anxiety. If this message is already stirring something inside you, if part of you knows you're ready to rise above emotional chaos, then subscribe right now to The Sharper Brain. Because what you're about to learn next will change the way you experience every challenge in your life. Now take a breath. Because the real transformation begins when you stop fighting what you cannot change and start mastering what you can. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. The storm around you rages louder. Deadlines crash. Relationships strain. Expectations pile up. But instead of being swept away, you remain still, centered, like a mountain that doesn't flinch when the wind howls. That's what real control feels like. Not dominance over others, not manipulating outcomes, but command over the only territory that truly belongs to you, your mind. Every time you waste energy trying to control people, outcomes, or circumstances, you drain yourself. Ask yourself, how many hours have I lost worrying about things I couldn't change? How many nights did you replay conversations in your head, imagining different outcomes? How much energy have you poured into trying to fix people who didn't want to change? Let that go right now. Here's the truth most people avoid. Peace isn't found when life calms down. Peace is found when your mind does. You can't stop the world from being unpredictable. You can't prevent every disappointment. But you can decide consciously that no matter what happens, you will respond with clarity, not chaos. That single decision transforms every challenge from an enemy into a lesson. Try this simple practice. Every morning before you step into the world, ask yourself one question: what can I control today? You'll realize the list is small. Your thoughts, your actions, your attitude. But that's enough. Because when you master those, you shape your destiny from the inside out. And the moment you shift your energy from controlling the world to controlling your choices, everything changes. Stress fades. Focus sharpens. You stop being tossed by life's waves and start steering the ship yourself. Now, there's another key that turns this control into calm. Gratitude. Gratitude is not just saying thank you. It's an act of defiance against negativity. It's standing in the middle of chaos and saying, I still see beauty here. Every day, your mind is trained to spot what's missing, the next goal, the next problem, the next comparison. But the moment you begin to notice what's already present, your entire emotional landscape changes. Gratitude roots you to the present moment, and that's where your strength lives. Do it even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Because gratitude doesn't depend on good days. It creates them. Regular gratitude practice actually rewires your brain, strengthening neural pathways associated with positive emotions. You stop chasing what's missing and start appreciating what's real. The comparison fades. The envy weakens. The stress softens. The person who can find peace in what they already have is invincible. Not because they have everything, but because they've learned that happiness isn't found in more. It's found in enough. Let's talk about something most people never address: the noise, the constant, relentless noise of modern life. Notifications, opinions, demands, comparisons. Your phone buzzes, social media pulls. Everyone wants a piece of your attention, and if you're not careful, you'll give it all away. Your peace is directly tied to your ability to control your environment, and that includes the information you consume. Your brain is processing thousands of inputs every hour, most of them irrelevant, many of them negative. No wonder you feel overwhelmed. But here's where you take your power back. You choose what enters your mind. Start protecting your mental space. Set boundaries with your phone. Limit your news intake. Curate your social media to reflect what builds you up, not what tears you down. Silence is not empty, it's full of answers. When's the last time you sat in complete silence for 10 minutes? No music, no podcast, no distraction, just you and your thoughts. Most people can't do it. They're terrified of what they'll find in the quiet. But that's where transformation lives. Make silence a daily practice. Even 5 minutes. Sit still, breathe. Let your thoughts come and go without judgment. You'll be amazed at what rises to the surface when you stop drowning it out with noise. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Adversity. You didn't ask for it. You don't deserve half of what life has thrown at you. But here you are anyway, carrying scars you never wanted. So what do you do with that? You have two choices. Let it define you, or let it refine you. Every hardship you've faced has built something in you that ease never could. Every rejection toughened your skin. Every setback taught you resilience. Every heartbreak forced you to rebuild yourself stronger. The problem is, most people keep resisting the very process that's meant to make them powerful. They seek shortcuts. They pray for ease. But comfort doesn't create growth. Discomfort does. So when you face discomfort, lean in. Don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask instead, what is this trying to teach me? That single question transforms pain into wisdom. Let's be real. Life will never stop testing you. You'll be judged, misunderstood, betrayed. You'll fail, lose, stumble. But none of that defines you unless you let it. What defines you is how you rise. Every scar you carry is proof that you refuse to quit. Stop hiding your pain. Use it. Shape it. Let it carve your strength into something undeniable. Research from the American Psychological Association shows that individuals who develop post-traumatic growth, the ability to find meaning in suffering, report higher life satisfaction than those who never faced significant challenges. The struggles you're going through right now might be the very thing that transforms you into the person you're meant to become. Because when you embrace discomfort, you build a mind that no longer flinches at difficulty. You stop fearing rejection because you've learned to validate yourself. You stop fearing loss because you've learned to create peace within. Here's something to remember. Adversity is not your enemy. It's your teacher. The people who achieve extraordinary things aren't those who never struggle. They're the ones who keep moving while they struggle. So push yourself beyond what's familiar. Do what scares you. Speak up even when your voice trembles. Try again after failure. Stay calm when everything screams chaos. That's the quiet rebellion of the strong. But there's one more piece to this puzzle that ties everything together. Consistency. You can learn every principle in this video. You can feel inspired right now. But if you don't practice these truths daily, nothing changes. Emotional mastery isn't a one-time decision. It's 1,000 small choices made every single day. It's pausing before reacting when you're angry. It's choosing gratitude when you feel entitled to complain. It's embracing discomfort when comfort calls your name. Every time you choose calm over chaos, you're building mental muscle. Every time you focus on what you can control instead of worrying about what you can't, you're strengthening your resilience. And over time, those small daily choices compound into a life of unshakable peace. So tonight, when you reflect on your day, don't only count the wins. Count the lessons. Count the moments you didn't give up. That's victory. Gratitude and struggle are partners. One builds your strength. The other reminds you why that strength matters. Together, they create an unshakable foundation. You become the kind of person who doesn't just survive life's storms. You learn to dance in the rain, because at the end of the day, your peace doesn't come from a perfect life. It comes from knowing that whatever life throws your way, you'll handle it with grace and grit. Stay until the end, because the final part will bring everything together. It will reveal how to live with unshakable confidence, emotional freedom, and a mindset so powerful that no circumstance can break it. Your transformation is already unfolding. The storm was never here to destroy you. It was here to show you who you truly are. You've come this far, and that means something. It means you're not like most people. You're here because something deep within you knows it's time to evolve. The truth is, you've always had the power. It was never missing, just buried under noise, distraction, and fear. But the moment you decided to face yourself, to quiet the chaos, to stop reacting and start choosing, that's when everything began to change. The world doesn't reward the loudest voice. It rewards the calmest mind. It rewards those who can stay centered when everything around them spins. And now you know how. You've learned that control isn't about dominating others. It's about mastering yourself. You've seen that discomfort isn't a punishment, it's a forge. You've discovered that gratitude isn't a soft emotion, it's armor. You've learned that the peace you're chasing will never be found in a perfect life. It's born in the way you choose to respond to an imperfect one. You've faced moments that tried to break you, but here you are, still standing, stronger, wiser, calmer. That's not luck, that's power. You are no longer the person who reacts out of anger, fear, or doubt. You are the person who pauses, who thinks, who moves deliberately. And when you live like that, deliberately, consciously, fearlessly, you become unstoppable. Imagine this: waking up tomorrow with a quiet confidence that no matter what happens, good or bad, easy or difficult, you'll remain unshaken. You'll handle it. You'll learn from it. You'll rise above it. That's what real strength looks like. Calm, grounded, focused, unbreakable. And here's what's even more powerful. When you live this way, people notice. They feel it. They're drawn to it. Because peace is magnetic. You become a walking reminder of what's possible. The proof that chaos doesn't have to control anyone, that serenity is a choice, and strength is built from within. So as you move forward, remember these truths. When life gets hard, breathe before reacting. When fear whispers, act anyway. When comparison creeps in, return to gratitude. When everything feels out of control, focus on what you can shape: your thoughts, your choices, your response. These are not just ideas. They're tools, weapons of clarity in a noisy world. But here's the part most people forget. Growth never ends. This journey of self-mastery is not something you finish. It's something you live. Every day you will be tested. Every day you will have a chance to rise or retreat. Choose rise, always, because the life you dream of is not built in a single moment. It's built in small, deliberate choices made again and again until peace becomes your natural state. And when that happens, when you finally stop being ruled by emotion and start being guided by wisdom, you'll look back and realize something incredible. The person you were searching for was within you all along. So take this as your reminder. Protect your peace. Guard your focus. Choose calm over chaos until it becomes your natural way of being. And if this message lit something inside you, if it reminded you of the strength you already possess, then don't let it fade. Stay connected to the mindset that keeps your edge sharp and your heart grounded. Subscribe now to the Sharper Brain and continue building the inner power that transforms challenges into clarity and pain into purpose. Because this is only the beginning. Your story is not one of survival. It's one of mastery. You've learned to rise. Now learn to remain. You are calm in chaos. You are power in stillness. You are the architect of your own peace, and the world will feel that.